What's going on, guys? It's Big Rich back at you with another Battle Mansion episode. Today what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at my version of Pikachu and Zekrom Tag Team GX. I've looked around on the internet and kind of seen a few lists, but I wanted to kind of make my own with the way the meta's shaping up. I really do believe that fighting is going to be a big deal in this coming up meta. So I put a few cards in there like weakness policy, and just to kind of counteract that. But here we have Pikachu Zekrom, basic 240 HP, pretty high, with the attack full blitz, 3 electric energy, does 150, and then you can take 3 energy from your deck and attach to any Pokemon the way that you like. The goal here is to get an early start, 2 energy, and then a Thunder Mountain out by at no later than turn 2. We would love it to be turn 1, but no later than turn 2. Attach to Pikachu and Zekrom, and then try to go for that Tag Bolt knockout, where we can do 200 to the active and then 170 to the bench, and hopefully win the game by there. So pretty aggressive deck. For my build, I have 2 Pikachu Zekroms, 2 Raikou. I added this because it's kind of hard if your opponent does get an early knockout on a Pikachu and Zekrom. It'll be kind of hard to get energy going again, especially after you've already used your Tapu Koko. So a Raikou, the one from Shining Legends that does for 1 electric energy, does 30, and you can attach energy from your discard to one of your bench Pokemon, which can be modified through Electro Powers and Choice Bands. You can probably hit some solid numbers. Take easy knockouts on Zapdos with Electro Powers. You can take easy knockouts on Zapdos, which is an upcoming card. Tapu Koko Prism Star, one of the best cards that came out of this set, in my honest opinion. Tapu Koko GX, a good one to come in and take an early knockout, kind of mid-game, late game, especially in the mirror match. Come in and take a very good knockout with that GX. Zapdos, as a 2 of single prize attackers, you don't want to always have a knockout battle with your opponent, because they will win if they end up knocking out Pikachu and Zekrom. They're taking 3 for 1, so kind of one of your single prize attackers to kind of for the long game. 2 Zero Ores for the free retreat in case one gets prized. 1 Marshadow to let loose, kind of disrupt your opponent, and then 2 Tapu Lele to search out whatever you may need in the deck for our supporters. We run a heavy trainer line, 3 Acro Bike, pretty standard, 4 Electro Power always. 3 energy switch. I believe you do need 3 energy switch in order to consistently move energy around. 2 switch so that you're not stuck in the active, and it kind of helps out with Zapdos as well. 4 Ultra Ball. I've seen a lot of lists that don't run Ultra Ball at all. I don't know why. I think Ultra Ball really helps with the consistency of getting Pokemon out and getting energy in a discard. 2 Aether Paradise Conservation Area. I think running 3 stadiums and 1 Thunder Mountain. I think running 3 stadiums altogether kind of helps you in the shrine matchups when it comes to bumping other stadiums out of the way. You want to be able to find your stadiums to kind of bump the shrines, or even have it to where you can take 30 less damage. That's why I play a 2 and a 1. 3 Cynthia standard for your decks. 1 Erica's Hospitality. 3 Guzma, 2 Lily, 3 Volkner to help you find your items and your energy. 3 Choice Bands, and again 2 weakness policies for your fighting matchup. I don't know if fighting is going to be a big thing, but I do think a lot of people are expecting to see a lot of Pikachu and Zekrom decks. So with that, I think they're going to start teching in Baby Buzzwalls inside of their builds. You're going to see Buzzwall GX run around, or even the Zoroark and Lycanroc decks are going to come in. Lycanroc can take an easy one-hit knockout with Claw Slash. And then we run 11 energy. So that is the deck. So what we're going to do now is we're going to kind of go in and just find a random match on the thing. No, I don't want to save. Oh yes, I'll discard them because I didn't make any differences. We're going to go in and just find a random opponent and play and see what we kind of get. This deck is built for the mid game. I've tested some early builds, even with Jirachi and stuff that was for the early game. And if you didn't get anything early game, then you kind of got destroyed, especially if you didn't get anything turn 1 or 2, which is what I found a lot of decks. So even myself, happening, you're not getting anything. Yes, we will go first. Thank you. So that's why I kind of built it for kind of like the mid game. Not that great of a start. We're going to start off with Lele here, and hopefully, depending on what this Acrobite gives us, we can get into a good Cynthia and get things rolling from there. I don't quite know what my opponent is playing. Hopefully they're playing something that's metal so that we can kind of see how this deck sets up. So here we go. We got the Zero Aura. We'll go ahead and bench that. Tapu Koko is a really great one prize attacker. A lot of people playing Koko a lot. We're going to hit an Acrobite. Sorry for that freeze there. For some reason, my game just decided to do that. We'll grab the Lele. We'll put the Electric Energy in the discard. We'll go ahead and we'll actually attach this energy to Zero Aura. We can always attach one to Lele at any given time. We'll go ahead and attach a Choice Band to him too, so we're not drawing into it over and over again. We'll go ahead and Cynthia. Come on, I didn't want 2 Leles sitting down. I'll go ahead and this and the energy and the Cynthia. We don't need that. And we'll go ahead and we'll get out our Pikachu and Zekrom. First, let's check to see kind of what we got. So as we can see already, our Tapu Koko is prized, which is why we have our Raikou to kind of help out. Because if Tapu Koko is prized, then you're going to have a hard time getting energy out of the discard. So we do have our Thunder Mountains. We have our Lily, or one more. 2 Choice Bands, and we only have 7 energy. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab that. Lay this down, and we will go ahead and pass turn. So we see that he's playing Tapu Koko, so maybe a Shrine deck or so, or spread, kind of like spread damage. He Cynthia's right away, so he must not have had a good hand to start. Yeah, with Latias, he's probably playing a spread, maybe with Tapu Lele coming around. Flying Flip, easy. So he comes in. Let's go ahead and let's Lily kind of get 3 more cards going out here. So we get nothing off of that. So we'll just go ahead and we'll attach here to our Pikachu and Zekrom. And honestly, we will just pass again. So I know we kind of don't want this to happen over and over again. Check out discard, see what we got. But we do have the Tapu Koko for next turn to kind of come in and take the knockouts that we need. And he's playing Weavile. Okay. Luckily, we won't have that many Pokemon with abilities benched. He'll have the Lele and the Zero Aura, but that's pretty much it as far as benched. And he'll have the Koko once I pull that out, but that's pretty much it. So he does an Energy Lottos, searching for that DCE. He gets the Shrine down, and then he Flying Flips again. Here we go. So this is why we should play again our stadiums, so we can go ahead and go back to the bumping of them. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and play this out. I'm going to go ahead and actually, should I Guzma out that or that? He has 2 of those, so we'll go ahead and we'll Guzma out the Sneasel with the energy on it, because we can always knock out Koko later. Let's go ahead and Guzma that out, and then we'll go ahead and play down the Koko. Put all the energy there. Move an energy to here, and another one. And we'll just go for the early knockout. There we go. So take our prize. We see that this is going to be a single prize game, so we already know that this is going to take a while. This deck tends to kind of struggle with single prize decks. You're doing a very high trade, 2 for 1 or 3 for 1. So you gotta be careful with how you deal your energy and with how you do things. So if you didn't know that Flying Flip or that the area conservation prevents damage on all electric Pokemon, so it wouldn't deal any damage to my bench Pokemon, only to the non-psychic one, which is Lele. So we're going to Ultra Ball that way. We have to get a Lele because we have to get another supported now. And we'll most likely go for the Cynthia or the Lily. We'll most likely go for the Lily. Yeah, we'll go for the Lily. So full bench. Don't want to have a full bench because if he comes out with Weavile, it's over. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and grab the Lily. And we'll go ahead and play Lily, draw 6, and see what we get off of this. So kind of whiffed on the energy, however, not too bad of a hand. So we can still take the easy. Well, no, we have to Electro Power because we're only doing minus 30. We're only doing 100. So we'll do an Electro Power. Make that up to 160. Now we're doing 130. So now we can take the knockout. Go ahead and grab that. Okay, an energy finally. So that's good. Yeah, you have to be mindful when playing against Tapu Koko and other decks. I tend to forget myself that my opponent might be playing electric Pokemon, and I just have a little brain fart when it comes to seeing what we got done. So he's going to attach the Coke to the Latios. He won't be able to do anything unless he bumps the 8th Paradise. He won't be able to do anything to our active Pokemon. He can only choose one of the Lele's to deal the damage to. Most likely deal it to the already damaged Lele. But that's fine because we're going to come back, take an easy knockout again onto this Pokemon. So we'll go ahead and we'll attach to Pikachu and Zekrom. We'll go ahead and Falconer just so I can ensure that we have the energy for next turn. As far as items go, I mean, it doesn't really matter what we grab. We can grab another energy switch actually, so that way what we can do next turn is go ahead and get our Pikachu and Zekrom already up for an attack if he doesn't knock out the Tapu Koko. So we'll go ahead and go there. Got our Ultra Ball. Come here. Luckily, the Mukro and the Honchkrow that it evolves into is, and there you go. He go ahead and concedes because he knows that there's no way he'd be able to beat us. So that's kind of the mid-range form that the deck does do. Thank you guys for watching. Please, if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, comment your opinions on what you think and how you guys are playing your pikarom deck. Until next time, you guys be safe.